Hello YouTube. This is an assignment from my university, University of Technology Malaysia, under the subject of English for professional purposes. In this video, I will try to convince the panel, as I'm in interview, to have the position of solution engineer advertised on Siemens website. So let's start. Currently, with the huge rise in the engineering field and engineering career, it becomes really hard to select a candidate with the required skills. And due to that, multitasking skills are required for most of the engineering jobs. Thereby, I would like to introduce myself. I am a fresh graduate from University of Technology Malaysia with a bachelor degree in biomedical engineering, and I would like to apply for the given job advertisement on the website of solution engineer. As for the required whole personality test, it shows the results of investigative, artistic, and enterprising personality, which is going to be explained one by one throughout this interview. Starting with the investigative personality, it requires one to be dedicated to science and able to solve math problems. As for myself, mathematics and calculus were one of the most valued subjects throughout my entire studies. Actually, mathematics and calculus were one of the easiest subjects to me, and enjoyment were found solving this kind of problems, and actually time passes much quicker when solving this kind of problems. Not only that, throughout my second year of bachelor's degree, university's courses weren't enough, so I had to ask for more, as science was more appealing to me. So a direct contact to the lecturers was made, seeking a research assistant position to help the lecturers throughout their research projects, mainly in the biomedical application field. That includes, but not restricted to, biomaterials, software, coding, and biomedical signal processing. Good reading skills and determination were required to this position, as it becomes really hard to extract the information from enormous number of textbooks, journals, and articles. Moving on to artistic personality, which is highly dependent on creativity, which I agree with that, as creativity was acquired throughout many activities. Painting and playing music were the main basis for finding outside of the box solutions, both in academic and social life. Actually, problem-solving skills were enhanced by creativity to open a new huge possibilities of solutions, especially when it came to design courses. Many of the design courses required creativity to achieve the design. Not only the design was functional and optimal, but also the cost was minimal, as the materials needed to do this project or this design were self-crafted, so the cost would be less. Moving on to the next personality, which is enterprising personality, requires one to have huge ambitions, also good persuasive skills, good leadership skills. All of that could be seen in my very first successful and self-raised startup, which is attached in the resume, reference in the resume attached. These skills help me a lot to achieve my goal during my bachelor's degree. As one of the projects that I worked on, I had the position of team leader, and that position required me to have a good process of leadership skills, so I can divide the tasks equally between the members to achieve the goal within the given time. And that's for the investigative, the enterprising personality. Regarding the weaknesses, starting with investigative personality, the test says that investigative personalities would tend to avoid persuading people. I actually disagree with that, as like me myself, I would like to persuade others with my own ideas, both in academic life and social life. But on the other side, it could be overwhelming to notice the details and trying to know everything about everything, and that could waste most of the time trying to understand everything and getting out of focus from the main subject. Another thing that I might agree with is the artistic personality weaknesses, which is trying to avoid routine. That could be kind of bad to the job itself, as many of the jobs requires routine requires routine in the job itself. So this could affect the quality of the work itself. And another thing to add is that artistic personalities would seek perfection, and that also could waste time seeking perfection, which is this seeking perfection is actually good, but it could waste time trying to seek perfection, which is not possible in most of the time. Most of the time, it's not possible. So this could be a weakness, one of the weaknesses for artistic personality, which I also agree with. As for enterprising personality, it says that they avoid analytical skills, which I also agree with, but not all the time, which is sometimes it's required to have analytical skills. So it's actually controversing with the first investigative personality. Moving on, I believe that I believe that I'm fulfilling the requirements for this job. Having the love and passion for science with my bachelor's degree, I believe that I possess enough knowledge for this job, as well as communication skills and leadership skills, proven by the personality test as well, for having the enterprising personality, as well as team player skills, which could be useful when it comes to helping your sales team with ideas, which is also one of the job descriptions for the solution engineer. To summarize, I'm a skill motivated, ambitious individual would like to apply for the job offered, which is solution engineering. Solution engineer, fulfilling the requirements proved by the test given, and agreeing to the most of the giving results. But one thing to add is that I actually lack the experience required, as the job requires 5 years experience, and I have less than a year of experience. And I'm ready actually for any required training, as it would be a huge value for me to have a training from your company. With that being said, I would like to thank you, thank the panel for their attention and for giving me the opportunity to